Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others who have stumbled upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today we're going to be talking about Ash and possible Mega Evolutions for him. So, out of all of Ash's Pokemon that he's caught up to this point, there's only 4 that can actually Mega Evolve right now if he were to have them on his team. That is Charizard, Heracross, Glalie, and Sceptile. Now, yes, there are those other Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. You know, having like Bulbasaur, whether if it's Venusaur, Mega Evolve. Squirtle, the Blastoise can Mega Evolve. Freaking Gible, if it evolves into a Garchomp, it can Mega Evolve. And then, of course, the Pidgeot, which we all know the thing is gone. If Ash ever went back to get it, well, that thing can Mega Evolve as well. But for right now, we're only sticking to the 4 that he can, if he were to transfer them into his team right now, could have the potential to Mega Evolve that right then and there. So Mega Charizard, I would go with Y, because I'm just thinking, first of all, I'm just sick and tired of Charizard X. I'm frankly speaking, I'm just tired of the thing. I didn't like it from the get-go, right? Like as soon as, like, I've always preferred Charizard Y. Me personally, I've always liked Y's design way better than X, and I personally see Charizard as a special attacker anyways. The fact that we have X, he's a physical attacker. So I never cared for that, right? I just don't care about it. And then after that, he gets all this exposure, right? He's right everywhere in his faces now. I'm pretty sure half the freaking Pokemon fandom hate the thing now. But that's just me. I'm just saying that right now. Here's the way I could see it play out. You have Alan, who has a Mega Charizard X, and then you get Ash with the Mega Charizard Y. And then they can have a battle and duke it out with the battle of Charizards, where, you know, whichever way they're going to go with it, you can have, you know, maybe Ash proving to be like a very tough opponent for Alan, and then that way you incorporate Alan into the main storyline by having Ash win. And then Alan's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost to a Mega Charizard with my Mega Charizard, or something like that, right? And so, and especially against somebody who just make it to where, like, that's around the first time Ash, like, make it to where Alan gives him the Mega Stone. That's the way I kind of want to see it. I want to see Alan give Ash the Mega Stone. Whether that be for Charizard or for any of the other possibilities, that remains to be seen. But I want Alan to be incorporated into the main series, because we know that they're running parallel. The specials are supposed to be running parallel to the X and Y anime. That's why, you know, when we saw the first one, and that little girl, who I forget her name right now, is like, hey, did you hear about that kid who jumped off the prison tower to save Pikachu and then the Garchomp? And so we know what's happening at the same time. So maybe that could be like a way to incorporate it. And then you have, like I said, the Charizards duke it out and stuff like that. Or they can have like a team up versus the Team Flare stuff. And then you have Mega Charizard Y, Mega Charizard X, and they just wreck souls or something. I don't know. It's just an interesting way to see it. As for Mega Heracross, well, Ash's Heracross specifically, that thing's a monster. We've seen it in action before. And yes, in the beginning, back in Johto, it was kind of crappy, but then it got better. And then in Sinnoh, even though, of course, we had the whole bullshit with freaking Darkrai, and poor Heracross was not able to show his true power, but that thing is powerful. We know for a fact that thing is strong. To see it Mega Evolve, that would just make it even more badass. It'd be like, oh my gosh, a freaking giant horn. I'm just gonna go in. Now the thing is, Mega Heracross's thing in the games is that it has Skill Link. And Skill Link, I don't think that would work in the freaking, you know, anime. I don't know, that's just me. I'm just saying. But anyway, so you have that, right? Mega Heracross. Mega Glalie, which we found out from freaking demo. And, you know, I guess that would give exposure to his Glalie, which we all know. I mean, does anybody really care about Ash's Glalie? I'm really honest. That's an honest question. Does anybody even care about Ash's Glalie? The only thing I remember about the thing is when I don't even know what I was in the league. I don't know where it was like he was like bouncing off the ice and then he ended up smacking into a freaking Charizard or something. I don't remember what that was, but that's the only memorable moment that I remember. And I'm being legit serious. That is the only thing I remember for Ash's Glalie. Other than that, I can't. Nothing comes to mind. So does anybody really care about Ash's Glalie? And would anyone even care that they got the Mega Stone? I personally would be kind of upset if that's the one that gets it. And then you have Sceptile, my boy Sceptile, the monster that took down a Darkrai and withstood a Latios back to back. This man is one of Ash's 3 Pokemon who have defeated a legendary. You have Charizard, with an Articuno. You got Sceptile that beat the Darkrai, and Pikachu that beat the Regice, and then tied with the Latios. That already, I personally think that already pushes Sceptile and Charizard to the top of the list because they've beaten legendaries by themselves without Mega Evolving before. So I love Sceptile right now, like legit, straight up. That thing is a monster, and I personally is one of my favorite Megas. If they're gonna make this whole Serena catches the Trico, I think that Ash should definitely bring in a Sceptile. And he should definitely Mega Evolve it. If they're gonna go that route. I mean, I still think, you know what? Here's what I think. You have 3 main characters. You give them all Mega Evolutions. And then just go with that. I mean, if you're not gonna give Ash's Sceptile Mega, and you're gonna give it to Serena, right? If that's the way they go, and they give Serena's Trico, have it evolve into a Sceptile, and then have that one Mega evolve into a Mega Sceptile, you give Ash the Mega Charizard Y, and then you give Clement, I don't know. Clement doesn't have a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Huh. Yeah, that's bad. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think there's an electric type. No, there's Magnetric, but would he catch Magnetric? I don't know. You know what? That's not what matters at this point. I'm just saying that if you're gonna give Serena a Mega Evolution and it ends up being Mega Sceptile, then give Ash the Mega Charizard Y, and I mean Y, not X. Screw that thing. And then, somehow find one for Clement. Because Clement, he can't stay in the background. I made a video yesterday that I uploaded yesterday that was specifically talking about this. Clement cannot stay in the back. So if you haven't watched that video, please watch it. I would really appreciate it. And then comment in that video and comment in this one. It's you know what? Here's what I think. Here's another one. Here's another hypothetical. Just throwing out. Let's say Ash is just hanging around. He's got the Mega Ring or Mega Bracelet, whatever the heck they call it now. And then you see you're walking around. Something happens, and then all of a sudden a Pidgeot comes out of nowhere, and then it's already carrying the Mega Stone, and it reacts to it, Ash's bracelet, ring, whatever, and it Mega Evolves, and all of a sudden it's Ash's Pidgeot that came out of nowhere. I would really like that, because I really miss that Pidgeot. Ash lied. He said he was going to go back for it, and this thing is roaming around in Kanto waiting for Ash to return. I don't know. Or maybe you could just get Gibble to evolve into a Garchomp and then have it just destroy everybody's souls as a Mega Garchomp. I don't know. It's just, the thing with Ash is you never know. And that's the biggest issue. Out of all of them, which one I want? Fanboyism coming through. I say Mega Charizard Y. But that's just my mental fanboyism going on. I want Mega Charizard Y, especially because the whole Allen thing, and then they could do like a fight to the death or something. Well, I mean not to the death, because Pokemon never seems to go that route. But anyways, Mega Charizard Y. That's my one. That's the one that I picked. Wow. You guys can leave yours in the comment section down below. I'm SoresanCrockxen. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in future videos.